Hello everyone, today we are going to be making a simple and easy butterfly cage container thing like that. It's going to look slightly different from this, but this is the general idea, a little bit easier. Okay, so what you're going to need some bamboo skewers like this, around 6 to 8. You could do 4, but 6 to 8 suggested. You're going to need a skewer like this. It has a tip so that you're going to help you poke holes. Another thing that's gonna help poke holes is this thumbtack. So have a thumbtack or something to poke holes. Hot glue gun, hot glue. Make sure that glue gun is on something like a plate or a cardboard or something so it doesn't get messy. Some nice thick tape, I would suggest like duct tape, rubber bands, and then you're gonna need 2 more tough plates like this, so tough plates, and mosquito net, garden net for the container. And lastly, you don't need this, but masking tape or carpet tape, some easy, more not as tough tape is recommended. Okay, so first of all, plug in your hot glue gun, make sure it's warming up and everything like that. And then as you do that, you're gonna get these 2 plates, you're gonna put them on top of each other. And try to align them so they're perfectly aligned. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tape in order to tape it together so that it doesn't mix up too much. Oops. It doesn't move around too much, I should say. Tape something like this, 4 corners. Now it doesn't slide around or anything like that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to poke holes, and this is going to make room for the dowels to get inside of here. So I'm going to poke holes with my thumbtack. Be careful of this because this is sharp and it could stab your finger. So as you're poking hole, make sure your finger is not underneath. Since I'm going to use 8 bamboo dowels, so I'm going to put 2 on each in between the tapes. But you can do however you like, but that's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Make sure it goes all the way through. Once you did that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this skewer here and you're gonna make those holes a little bit bigger. So get your skewer, and then you're just gonna poke these through, and you're just gonna widen that gap a little bit. And do that for each of those. Now that you have the holes like that, you're gonna grab your dowels here. So you have your dowels, and you're gonna place them inside each of those holes. Once you have them placed, might be a little bit tricky, but you're going to remove the tape first off. So I'm going to remove this tape. I don't need that anymore. And then you're going to slide this top part of the plate up. And hopefully none of the dowels come out. If they do, you have to put them back in. Should look something like this. Make sure with your partner to have it be as straight as possible and make sure things aren't wobbly. And then once you've got it straight and aligned, this is where you're going to use the hot glue. Okay, now that I have them all aligned like this, I'm going to start with the top dowels here. You're going to require some patience when you're using the hot glue gun here. But what you're going to do is you're going to put this hot glue, maybe I'll put it closer, and you're going to put it around the dowels. So you're going to put it around the dowels like this. And when you're doing that, make sure that you don't move it. So make sure you're being very still. Really use your partner, really use other people to help you, and keep it as still as possible. Because even though it's hot glue and it freezes quickly, you really want to keep it still for around 2 minutes. So keep it still, and if you feel like you can keep it still and do other ones, do that. But it's really, really important to keep it very still. Once you're done gluing, my suggestion is to just kind of wait for 4 minutes. Make sure it's really sealed there. I know hot glue looks like it freezes quickly, but it really takes time. To freeze up and actually work as glue. So I would suggest waiting around 4 minutes after you're done gluing all of it before working on the next stage. Okay. Once you've waited like 4 minutes, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the bottom part of the butterfly cage now. So still kind of fragile, but you're gonna do the bottom part. And you're gonna do the same thing that you did for the top, but now for the bottom. So after you've done glued all 4 of them, wait again, I would say 4 minutes. Really make sure that glue is solidifying, and then just don't do anything for 4 minutes. Wait for it to all cool down and everything like that. At this point, try to get your net ready and just kind of wait for it to cool down and think about what you have to do next. Okay. While you're waiting, you can think about how much net you actually need to go all the way around this thing. So you might want to see, okay, how much net do I need? And I would make sure to have a little bit extra, especially extra on the top and the bottom. But for what goes around, I would try to cut up the excess of that. Make sure not to cut it too small though. Remember, even if it's too big, you can always cut it smaller. But if you cut it too short, you won't be able to make it have more. Okay, I'm gonna say around 4 minutes and stuff at this point, and there's an optional step here. If you I wanna move around too much because it is still freezing, but if you feel like it's sturdy and you're good to go, you can move on. But if you wanna make it more sturdy, and this is probably a good idea, what I would suggest is to flip this around and start putting more glue on the other sides. I'm personally not going to do this step because I want this video to be a little bit quicker. However, this is an optional step for you to take. Okay? And I would suggest it, especially if you don't feel like it's sturdy enough, and it'll last longer if you have that glue there. All right, here we go. Next step. Once you've cut this and it's able to go around, you can have extra. You can have extra, so that's fine. But once it's able to go around like this, first what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around like this, and you're going to use the bottom part you're going to tape the bottom part here. So this could be a little bit tricky, but use your partner to help you out. Like this. And for now, I'm just going to use the tape that's easy to come off just to hold it, but then I'm going to use the duct tape later. Like this. That, and I'm just going to kind of put it around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the duct tape to make sure it's completely sealed. Remember, we don't really want gaps in it because these butterflies can be pretty small. So we want to make sure we seal the bottom using this duct tape. The duct tape is strong though, so make sure that you're not destroying your product, but you're sealing off the bottom. once you're done taping everything, I would suggest just kind of rubbing down the tape, gentle so you don't break the structure, but rubbing these down so that it's secure, okay? Making it more creased and rubbing it down like this is gonna really help the tape stick and make sure that this whole thing doesn't fall apart and the butterflies don't escape and everything like that. So I would suggest take a minute to go all the way around and make sure each of those tapes is secured at the bottom. All right. Now we're gonna flip this whole thing around, and what we have here, we have two things we have to deal with. The top, but also this, this opening here. Okay, so at this point here, you have the hole, it's open, you have the bottom attached with tape, and then you have all this kind of excess here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you kind of like wrap this up nicely. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you wrap it up nicely like this, almost like a gift. And you're gonna wrap it up like this. Make sure the opening is okay. And then once you've wrapped it up like this, you're gonna grab a rubber band and we're just gonna seal it like this. The reason why the rubber band is important is because we want to take off the top when we catch our butterflies or when we put in our butterflies. Okay, so that's why we're wrapping the top with the rubber bands so that it can kind of stay like that. Okay, so now when we have a butterfly we want to put in, we could unwrap the rubber bands and put it in like that. So at the end, what you're going to notice is there is still a gap here. There's a gap of what you can do. And you could completely seal this if you want. But personally, what I'm going to do and what I think is best is, because it's going to be easier to put the butterflies in like this, is I'm just going to try to make this a little bit tighter. So I'm going to make it a little bit tighter like this. And then I'm just going to, not with duct tape, but I'm going to use just easier tape like the carpenter tape that I had. I'm just going to tape it here like that. So grab a little bit of tape and I'm just going to tape it like this. Okay. This way, when I want to put butterflies in, I could just take this tape off and then put the butterflies in and then put another piece of tape. It should be already sealed so that they can't get out anyway. But if you feel worried about this, just tape the whole thing or glue the whole thing. But that's pretty much it. You can just take this off, put it in, and then I would suggest putting another piece of tape, and then you're good to go. And this is a simple and easy way to make a butterfly cage. Happy hunting, everybody, and hope you guys all enjoy. Thanks for watching.